Here's one of the more interesting moments from Tuesday night's great debate on Fox Business. Roll tape.
And make higher education faster and easier to access, especially vocational training. For the life of me, I don't know why we have stigmatized vocational education. Welders make more money than philosophers. We need more welders and less philosophers. And if we do that...
Well, now, that was interesting. Welders make more money than philosophers. So we thought we'd bring on a welder and a philosophy. And we've got them both on the show today. I'm going to start with our welder. That will be David Landon, who is joining us from Chicago. David, welcome to the program. Now, the Labor Department says that the average welder in America makes $40,000 a year. That's pretty good money, and I'm sure there's more to be made with overtime and all the rest of it. And yet there's a big shortage of welders. How do you explain that?
There really is a big shortage of welders. Right now, today in the U.S., there's a deficit of about 200 to 240,000 welders. That means we have about that many more jobs than we have people to fill them. And that number is actually expected to grow to about 370,000 more jobs than welders by the year 2024.
What is the problem? I mean, first of all, may I ask, how much do you make, if you don't mind my asking, how much do you make, roughly, how much do you make?
I make over six figures.
You do? As a welder?
I do.
Sweet.
Okay, now,
I am.
If you can make all of that money,
yes.
Why is it that there's not a flood of people getting into the welding business to earn $40, $50, $60, $70, $100,000 a year? What's wrong here?
Well, the issue is that quite frankly, the issue is my generation. You know, we are the ones that have told our children that to get ahead, you have to get a 4-year university degree, and we haven't told them about the phenomenal career opportunities there are in skilled trades such as welding. Yeah. Because, you know, although the Department of Labor statistics say a median of $20 an hour, there are jobs out there that are much greater than that. There are jobs out there that'll make $40 an hour, even greater than that. But and we do have people that are going to school to learn how to weld, to gain those skills. You know, the great thing about a welding career is that you can go to school and you can learn the skills in a program that a certificate program that is only a year. Or you can get a 2-year associate's degree and have those skills that really can set you on a career path for the rest of your life.
David, thank you very much for joining us with very important information. That is much appreciated.
But what's
David
great
Landon,
about him is he was philosophizing at the end of that.
That's right.
So I'm impressed. It's fabulous.
Okay,
Americans have it all.
We've dealt with our welder, $100,000 a year welder, with 250,000 welding jobs going begging. That's incredible. Come on in, our philosopher, Kenneth Taylor, who joins us now. Now, Professor, you say that welders would do a better job if they studied philosophy. Explain that, please.
Well, I don't know that I'd say that welders would be better welders if they studied philosophy, but I think philosophy is worth everybody studying, and it makes you live a more informed, more reflective, more autonomous life. So a citizen should study philosophy. A citizen welder should study philosophy. A citizen newscaster should study philosophy. Philosophy, look, is part of the birthright.
That's good.
Philosophy is part of the birthright, I believe, of every citizen of a democracy.
Yes, but there's
and
a
you know
difference.
what? If more people studied philosophy, we'd have politicians being less manipulative and mendacious because we would be armed against their... I mean, Rubio made a false dichotomy between welders and philosophers.
I always have problems with interviews in California because I don't think
and it's such a shallow, manipulative thing.
Can our guest hear me?
And philosophy arms you to recognize it.
I don't think so.
But he's philosophizing, and he won't stop.
I'm not doing this. I'm just not doing this. If the guest can't hear me, I can't do this. I absolutely can't do it. I think there is a difference between going to college and paying for a college degree in philosophy and studying philosophy in a part-time sort of sense.
Yes, it's something that you should be able to apply in a fashion to the job that pays the rent. It's something that adds, I think, an interest and a value to life in general, because I took a few philosophy courses. But you knew that you would be unemployed if that's all that you were doing.
But I do think Marco Rubio makes a good point. What's wrong with vocational training? It's fantastic. Germany has used it to tremendous advantage. A lot of skilled workers there.
But we do put a great deal of money into vocational training.
Yeah, but no one takes it.
That's right.
They go and get a four-year degree often and have massive student debt.
But they, look,
in an area where there aren't
schools,
as many jobs.
There are a lot of trade schools, and I am told there is a good deal of corruption. And the people coming out of the trade schools don't get the jobs that they expected to get.
Well, you know, we also don't know. There's also been a war by this administration against the for-profit colleges that show, you know, that teach basic professions. But the bottom line is that this is important work, and it's something you can do anywhere in the world when you have a profession like this.
Well said indeed. Well said. Our apologies to the professor in California. I don't think he could hear me, and I couldn't allow that to continue. You got to hear me, folks. You got to hear me. But our thanks to our welder as well. Good stuff.